Hello guys, this is Silva here again. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys another powerful boom and crash strategy that you can use to grow your small accounts. Okay, so without wasting much of our time, let me quickly share with you guys the indicator setup for this, and then I will explain how the strategy works. Okay, so first thing you have to do here is to click on this F icon here. After clicking on that, you click on this plus icon and then you search for moving average. All right, so these are the properties for the moving average. The period is 5, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to its close. The level, you leave it as it is, time frame, all time frame. The style, you make it blue, you make the color the style, you make the color blue. The pixel, you make it 3. Okay, after that you click on done. You have this blue moving average added to your chart. Now the next indicator here is also a moving average. All right, you are still going to be clicking on this plus icon here, then you search for moving average. Now the period for this one is 47, shift is 0, method is exponential, apply to its close. The style, you make the color red and you make it 3 pixel. After that you click on done. Okay, now the next indicator we have here is stochastic oscillator, which we are going to be using for our levels. Okay, so you are going to still be clicking on this main window plus icon here, then you search for your stochastic oscillator. All right, so these are the properties for it. Care period is 5, D period is 3, slowing is 3, price field we have low high, method we have simple, levels you have to set it to 15 and 85. Okay, time frame, all time frame. All right, now the level, you make the for under the style in the level, you make the color red. Okay, after you click on done. The main, you make it the color of your background. The signal, you make the color of your background. Okay, so that is all for the stochastic oscillator. And the last indicator we have here is still a moving average. Okay, so we click on this plus icon to add the moving average. All right, so after clicking on that, you search for moving average. So these are the properties for the moving average. All right, you use the moving average 10. All right, the first one you added on the chart, you can still use that here again. Okay, so you take a screenshot of this and you do the same thing. All right, after that we are done with our indicator setup. All right, we are done with our indicator setup. Okay, so now before I explain the strategy, before I explain how the strategy work, I want to quickly remind you guys about the class which is coming on the 5th of September. So if you have not heard about it, I'm going to be hosting a free beginners class in my Telegram channel. It's a free beginners class where I'll be teaching you all about forex trading from the basics to the advanced level. So if you are interested, do make sure you check the description of this video and join the channel. Okay, so I think that's going to be all for that. Now, how do we trade with this strategy? It's a scalping strategy. We use the strategy to take 5 to 10 candles out of the boom and crash market without the interference of spike. Okay, you can take 5 candles without getting hit with any spike. Okay, now if you follow every step I'm going to be sharing in this video, you will be able to do that without fearing that you will be hit with spike or taken out of the market with spike. Okay, so the first thing we have to do before going into an entry is that we need to go to the higher time frame to do analysis, and this is a trend following strategy. You need to be in line with the trend of the market before you take any entry with this strategy. Okay, so now we are going to go to the higher time frame. All right, so for this strategy I will be using the 1 hour time frame. All right, so the time frame we are going to be using is the 1 hour time frame. All right, so here on the 1 hour time frame, this is how you make your analysis. First of all, you want to see that price has gotten to the oversold level and is about to reverse to the upside now. Okay, all right, so now is that it has gotten to the oversold level here on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, you don't just go in looking for buy entries yet. Okay, so this is crash 1000. We'll be looking for buy entries only. and on boom we'll be looking for sell entries only based on this strategy. Okay, so now price is currently at this area now, going to the upside, for example. Okay, now what you do is that you don't take any entry until you want to see that price has crossing above this blue line here, cross above the red here. That's when you start looking for your buy entries. Okay, and the entries, you are going to be doing it on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, so now let me mark this area where the crossing happened. So this is where the crossing happened here on the 1 hour time frame. This is where the crossing happened, and I'm also going to mark this area where it starts reversing to the downside again, right? So this is where it starts reversing. So now this is what I want to do. Let me mark this very well. Now this is what I want to do. I'll go down to the 1 minute time frame and I'll do some back testing for you guys to see practically how this strategy works. Okay, so I'll be doing the example within this area here where the crossing happened to show you that if you are following the trend of the market, the strategy will work very well. But let's say price is below and you are going to look for buy entry in the 1 minute time frame, the strategy will not work very well. Okay, it will work but not all the time. You are going to like maybe blow your account. Okay, but if you follow the trend, you are going to be safer. Okay, so now let's go to the 1 minute time frame so that I'll show you guys some example. All right, so this is where it start crossing to the downside. So let's go again. Let's go to the first line. All right, now this is where it crossed to the upside. This is where the trend changed to the upside. Okay, so now you can see the first condition here, price was at the 80 level. All right, so here on the 1 minute, I'm like sharing with you guys the condition before taking an entry. Okay, you want to see that this blue line gets to the 15 level, which is our oversold level. All right, once it gets to this area, you get ready to buy. You don't buy immediately, you get ready to buy. Okay, now once on the main chart, you want to see that, let me get rid of this line first. On the main chart, you want to see that this blue line here cross above the red one first. You want to see that the blue line cross above the red line before you take your entry. Okay, and in order to be safe, you have to take only 5 candles. Once this crossing happen, you take 5 candles. 5 candles is more safer without spike. Okay, now you can see our first example here was a success. We'll be able to take our 5 candle here without spike. All right, now let's look for another example again. Let's look for another example again that meets our condition. Now you see price here, it got to this area, our oversold level. Now you wait for this blue to cross. This is where it crossed. So you enter, you wait for your 5 candles, and you can see again you'll be able to take your 5 candles here. All right, so let's go again. Now this is our condition being met here again. You'll be able to take your 5 candles here again without spike. All right, you take your 5 candle before the spike come. All right, so when it spiked down, our condition was still met here, so you'll be able to take your 5 candles here again without spike. All right, so this one now did not meet our condition, so you are not to go in. All right, you're not to go in. So you need to discipline yourself, guys. Whenever you have a strategy, you need to discipline yourself to abide by the rules guiding that strategy. All right, so this also met our condition, so you'll be able to take your 5 candles here again without spike, and here again there was another condition being met. All right, so the blue need to cross above before you take your 5 candles. If not, don't go in. Okay, you can see it did not cross, so you can see the spike continue downward. All right, now the condition here was still met. You wait for the blue to cross above, so it crossed here. Let's see if we are going to be able to take our 5 candle. All right, and you can see we are able to take the 5 candles here again. We are able to take the 5 candles. So here it did not meet. You can see it did not touch the red line, and this one here met. All right, so let's see if it crossed above. Yeah, it crossed, and we'll be able to take our 5 candles here again too also. So as you can see, guys, once you are following the trend, the strategy works every time. Okay, it works almost, it's not every time, it works almost all the time. Once you are following the trend, it's going to work all the time. Okay, so now you can see here again, our condition was met, 5 candles successfully. You can see here the blue did not cross, so there was a spike and it crossed here. Our 5 candle met successfully, right? 5 candle met, right? So you can see no crossing, massive. Now this is where the trend change, right? So once you are in the 1 minute time frame, you make sure you check the 1 hour time frame always. Once you get one successful trade, you go back to the 1 hour, you check if it's still in an uptrend. Right, if it's still in an uptrend, you go back to your 1 minute time frame, you wait for your condition to be met, you go in for your 5 candle, you go back to your 1 hour again, you check. Right, so make sure you are checking it, doing your analysis every time before taking an entry. Once you are doing that, you are going to see that you will be safe in the market with this strategy. Okay, you are going to be safe. Right, so if I like now, I can do, and I can show you guys another example from this area here where the blue cross above again, and if we go to the 1 minute time frame, you see that it's still going to follow it's still going to give us accurate entries. Right, so let's take one more example here. You can see it met our condition, so once it crossed, we'll be able to take our 5 candles successfully without any spike. Okay, so this is how you are to go about with this strategy. This is how you are to trade with this strategy. Okay, so I think that's going to be all for this. I've given enough strategy to show you guys that the strategy really works. Okay, so what I want you guys to do now is to practice with it very well, backtest the strategy, and make sure you are okay with it before you can go in with your live money or your hard-earned money to trade with this strategy. Okay, so I think that's going to be all, guys. I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. The zoom level, you zoom out completely, zoom in 1, 2, use the second zoom level or the third zoom level. All right, so that is how it is. Okay, so guys, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Silver out. Before I go, guys, for those of you who have not yet subscribed, please do make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that whenever I post a powerful strategy like this, you get notified immediately. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up to help support the channel. All right, so that's it, guys. Silver out.